Hello, my name is Abigail Ross, and this book talk is on Legend by Marie Lu. Marie Lu is actually the author of Legend. She is an Asian American, so she was born in China, and when she was 5 years old, she moved to the United States. Something that's really interesting about Marie Lu is that she incorporates her Asian heritage into Legend and the other books that she has written. Legend is a young adult novel, so it's geared toward ages 12 through 18. The genre is dystopian. Some characteristics of dystopian novels are that it's set in a futuristic, imagined world, and often these worlds have corrupt governments and social hierarchies, as is the case in Legend. And a lot of American novels actually take place in a futuristic America that's no longer united, as is the case in Legend. Another really interesting fact about Legend is that it is written in a dual point of view. So there's not just one protagonist that the book focuses on, but two, and each chapter is dedicated to a different character's point of view. So we get to see two different sides to the story. As I said before, Legend takes place in a dystopian setting, a futuristic America. What was previously known as America was ridden by civil war. It has split. If you drew a line right through Texas, straight up on the left side of that, the western half, that is considered the Republic. And this is where our story takes place. The Republic is in charge, overarching. On the right side of that line are the colonies in the east. And these colonies are rebelling against the Republic and trying to unite America once again. Something that's interesting about the Republic is that all people, all the children, are trained to become soldiers and to work for the Republic. So each child, when they turn 10, undergo a trial. Now this trial is sort of like a test. They test your academic abilities, your physical strength, things like that. And if you get a high enough score, then you are assimilated into the social hierarchy based on how high your score was. If your score is low enough, then you are considered to have failed your trial, and the Republic tells everyone that they send those who fail their trial to labor camps. However, this is not the case, and they try to get rid of them. The two main characters in Legend are Day and June. June is the poster child for the Republic. She got a perfect trial score. She is ahead in all of her classes, and she actually graduates early from her classes and is given a special assignment and a promotion from Commander Jameson, one of the Republic's top commanders. Day, on the other hand, seems to be the complete opposite. We are told that he failed his trial, and when they tried to get rid of him, it didn't work, and he woke up in the basement of a laboratory. From then on, he dedicated his life to messing with the Republic a little bit. He is the Republic's most wanted criminal. He has an extremely amazing physical ability. He is so smart, and Day has an extremely strong dedication to his family. Everything he does is driven by a desire to help his family. John and Eden are Day's brothers who he tries to help. Day's world comes crashing down when he learns that one of his brothers is sick, and he dedicates himself to helping find a cure for him. June's brother is Matthias. They are super close. June and Matthias's parents died in a car accident years earlier, and so they're the only family that each other has, and they're extremely close because of it. Thomas is he works for the Republic and is also a good friend of June and Matthias's. And then the last character on this list is Tess. She is Day's companion. As they roam the streets making trouble for the Republic, they are partners in crime, you would say. She is a sweet girl who they found on their streets and took her in. I'm going to give a brief overview of the plot of Legend without revealing too many details. So as you know, Day is a criminal mastermind, and June is one of the Republic's top agents. In Legend, someone June loves dies at the scene of one of Day's crimes. She vows to get revenge and works with the Republic. She goes undercover in order to discover and find Day and to bring him in as revenge for the death of her loved one. While undercover, she is hurt in a fight and is taken in by a boy and a young girl. Little does June know that the boy who rescued her is Day, the boy that she is hunting. Eventually, she starts to discover his true identity. And what does she do with that? You'll have to read it to find out. Moving on from the plot, I want to talk a little bit about the elements that are in Legend. So as I referenced earlier, Marie Lu likes to include her Asian heritage in her novels and does that in Legend. The main character, Day, actually has Mongolian descent, and Lu spends some time describing this in the novel. Another way that she incorporates her Asian heritage is through the food that the vendors sell in the streets of Los Angeles. These food, which are pictured on your slide, are goose eggs and fried dough. Now, generally, after doing some research, these items are not sold anywhere on the streets of Los Angeles, but they're extremely common over in Asia to be sold on streets. And so that is just one way that Marie Lu incorporates different heritages in her novel. Continuing with the theme of diversity in Legend, Marie Lu does some interesting things with diversity and bringing in different cultures. As I mentioned before, her main character is an Asian American with Mongolian descent. So that's one way that she brings in ethnicity. Something that's really interesting about Marie Lu's book is that she doesn't dedicate a ton of time to explaining and describing the different cultures that are represented in the book. They're mentioned, and fairly often, however, they're accepted as part of the society. So you get this sense of equality and harmony among different races within the the society there, which is really interesting how she paints that picture. Now, if you have read any of the books on your screen right now, then you will enjoy Legend. Or on the reverse, if you read Legend and enjoy it, then I highly recommend reading some of the books pictured here. These books and Legend share a lot of similar qualities. For example, in The Selection by Kiera Cass, the novel takes place in another dystopian America. So futuristic America, there's a heavy caste system, so a very corrupted social system. And as the main character, her name is actually America, goes and she ends up fighting the system to bring about justice and peace. The Hunger Games and Divergent also both take place in futuristic dystopian Americas, and they have similar themes such as justice, fighting social system, and ultimately having a strong sense of morals and fighting for what you believe is right. Transitioning to the educational side of this novel, I'm going to go ahead and apply understanding by design to Legend. So a big idea that could be seen through the novel and could be taught on is authority versus morality. An essential question that ties to that is, what is right, obeying authority or following personal morals? In Legend, June especially wrestles with this, and her experience as she tries to discover this will allow students to wrestle with it themselves and discover their answer to this question. Another big idea is social and economic hierarchies. An essential question is, what does a socially and economically healthy society look like? The Republic definitely has issues with their social and economic hierarchies. And as students read about that and process the society there, they then can look at their own society and evaluate it while discovering what the ideal social and economic society would look like. Legend offers the opportunity for many fun and engaging learning activities to be included. I just have 3 listed here, but there are many, many more possibilities. The first one is write a scene from the opposing point of view. Legend is written in a dual point of view from Day and June's perspectives. So students could pick a scene from one of their perspectives, and then based off of what they know about the other character, so say they pick a scene that June observes, based off of what they know about Day, they write about what Day would have been thinking if he were in that situation and what he would have done that's different than June. So this requires a lot of critical thinking and character analysis to be applied. The next learning activity is to create a book review. Students can critique the writing, the character development, the setting, etc., and then present their book review and their findings in writing, presentation, a video. They can really make it their own with this assignment. The last learning activity that I have is a prediction. So this novel is in a trilogy, which is made up of 3 books. So having students take what they've learned from this novel and then try and predict what will come next. So they need to really apply their comprehension of the novel and then try and decide what hints at foreshadowing there was and just really get their creative juices flowing as they try and decide what will come next. Thanks so much for your time. Now I hope you will go and pick up Legend and that you enjoy your time reading it. Thank you.